Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the beautiful 7 Stadium for the WACT T20 2026, and it's going to be a fantastic tournament coming our way over the next few days. Well, it's game number 1 of the WACT, and to my left I've got the men that matter. I've got a match referee, Mr. Zigam Abbas, along with Mr. Ajinkya, and the two captains. Captain of Emirates, Mr. Usman Mushtaq, along with captain of Air Arabia, Mr. Vibor. It will be Mr. Usman who will be flipping the coin. Tails is the call. It's a heads. Usman, well, congratulations, Usman. First and foremost, you won the toss. Big game, big tournament after 28 years. First and foremost, tell me, how does it feel to be a part of this tournament, and what are your plans going ahead?
First of all, I'm very excited this tournament, and today bat first because our wicket is a little bit for us is for cracks, and the second time is very difficulty, but is bat first, and is Emirates is a good side. Already last few years after pandemic is too much tournaments for domestic UAE, and I hope so. It's a tough time for these Emirates. Let's see.
Well, first and foremost, you have some very good players in your lineup as well. How's the playing 11 today?
Yeah, playing 11 is all my key players, you know, it's all domestic, and some Krishna and Rizwan, CP, Sita, myself, and everybody is a good side today. And playing 11 is definitely today is a tough time for every team.
What do you think is a good score here?
I think so. This is 170, 175 is the good score.
Fantastic, Usman. I wish you all the very best and go well for the tournament. Well, Vibhav, you lost the toss, but what would have you done had you won it?
No, we might have gone for bowling first only, since we have a pretty much balanced sides. Last year also we had this side, and we have learned our lessons, and we tried our best to fill up the positions which players we needed in this tournament. And definitely if I have won the toss, I might have gone for the bowling.
Well, first and foremost, I'd like some of your thoughts about this tournament taking place after 28 years in this beautiful venue. Is your team pumped up, and what are your plans going in?
Yeah, of course. It's a very great initiative by the Emirates Airlines. I really appreciate it. Last night also I appreciate that this is something really big for a cricket community, where airline people meet and have this tournament every year, and this will be a very good idea which has come from Emirates, and I really appreciate.
Well, just your thoughts again with regards to the opposition. They have some very big names. Any particular names to watch out for in Air Arabia as well?
No, I will not say that, because we have all the 11 good players. I can say that you can watch all 11 players, even the 12th player also. So I will go for all my players in my team.
Fantastic. That's lovely to hear from you, Mr. Vibor. I wish you all the very best and go well for the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you go. So Emirates have won the toss and elected to bat first in this game number 1 of the WACT T20 2026, coming your way shortly. All right, so there we have it from the center. Emirates have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. And what a magnificent event this is going to be indeed. Emirates taking on Air Arabia in this first fixture of the World Airline Cricket Tournament 2026. Well, 8 teams taking part, and well, this tournament taking place after 28 years. The last time that Emirates did host the airlines was way back in 1998, and now again this year it is going to be absolutely massive. And what a brilliant event this is certainly going to be. Once again, beautiful facilities here, brought to you live and exclusive from Dubai at the 7 Stadium, Oval number 2. Beautiful conditions here for cricket. We are in the mid of winter here in Dubai. Temperatures now ranging around the late 20s, and as we go on towards the latter part of the evening, temperatures will begin to drop. It will be a lot more cooler. Well, certainly promises us to be an exciting encounter coming our way. Well, the batters have already walked out to the center. The two umpires, Umpire Zigam Abbas and umpire Ajinkya will be officiating the game today. Two very experienced men, ICC panel umpires. And now we have the Air Arabia team walk out to the middle as well. So the 8 teams taking part in this tournament. You have Air Arabia, Cathay Pacific, Fly Emirates, Etihad, Fly Dubai, Singapore Airlines, Sri Lankan Airlines and United Airlines. All competing for that coveted silverware come the 8th of February, where we will have the 2 finalists go for that coveted championship trophy. Well, what a magnificent event it is. I think we're all in readiness to begin. So 2 prolific openers out there in the middle, 2 of the prolific run getters here in the UAE for Emirates. It's Yasita Abekun and Krishna Karati out there in the middle, and it's going to be Krishna Karati to open the proceedings with the bat. Straight away starts with a brilliant stroke in front of square on the leg side for a boundary. Well, Emirates are on their way. What a magnificent start here to the innings. Krishna Chandran Karate is off the mark in style, and it is Shafi opening the bowling for Air Arabia, just slightly short on that occasion. And a batter like Krishna Karate, well, he's not gonna miss too many. He's capped by the UAE national team as well, very experienced. Well, once again, this is outside the off stump, short and wide. And another boundary through the extra cover region. So Emirates are off to a flying start. And what a magnificent start to the innings here for Emirates. Krishna Karati by the UAE national team as well. Very experienced. Well, once again, this is outside the off stump. Short and wide runs with an average of 50 and a strike rate of 125 for Krishna Karati. He's an absolute champ. Scored a lot of runs. That's a beautiful delivery. What a magnificent delivery there by Shafi. Completely squaring the batter on that occasion. He's an absolute champ. Scored a lot of runs. That's a beautiful delivery. What? Well, what a start to the innings here. Krishna Karati, well, he's got his work cut out. Well, nicely played. Quick single been taken. So already 9 runs off the first 4 balls of the innings here for Emirates. Well, now it's going to be the left-handed batter. It's Yasita Abekun. He's an absolute champ. Classy batter is Yasita Abekun. 203 games, 5,272 runs with an average of 32 and a strike rate of 150. I'll tell you, when Yasita Abekun gets going, well, there's no ground that is too small for him. Here we go. Down the leg side. Have to re-bowl that again. It's very crucial here for both teams to be very particular with the discipline. You cannot afford to give extras. You've got to be very tight with the lines and lengths, because Emirates have some very good players in the ranks. That's down the leg side. So that's going to be called a leg bye.
Lovely boys. Yeah, one more.
So 11 runs on the board already. One more ball remaining in the over. It's a good comeback here by Shahi. After giving away those 2 boundaries early on, he's come back quite well. Emirates off to a good start. It's 11 for no loss at the end of the first over.
ये खेलने आए हो तुम? राशिद बॉलर राशिद मेन बैट्समैन का कैच कर रहे हो लेफ्टी यार लेफ्टी राशिद boys they're going to target now covering middle इधर निकलेंगे मुनव्वर on the center strong right arm round right arm round 6 more to play. Start. Yeah, come on! Mark!
So Yasitabe Kun, well, that's a very good single, quick single being taken towards covers, just a knock and a run. Nicely done there by Yasita.
Nothing, huh?
Well, off the mark for him, first runs.
Oh, the strong. 5 more to come.
He's a talent to watch out for, I'll tell you, Yasitabe Kun, hailing from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, covering first leg.
Comes from the famous Royal College in Colombo,
Oh, the straight.
one of the premier
5
schools.
more to come.
Yasita played a lot of cricket. Well, he's also captained the Royal College, and he's also played, he's had some very prominent players play under him as well. Bhanuka Rajapaksa, Jonith Leonage, who's all part of the national setup. That's the kind of experience that Yasita brings into the 11 as well. And on the other end, Krishna Karati, having played for UAE, scored a lot of runs. He's a very good all-rounder, good medium pacer. He's somebody that you can always rely on to pick up those early wickets for you as well. Breaking those partnerships. Well, now for Air Arabia, coming in to bowl the second over is Rashid Khan Sikhani. Well, that's beautifully played. Well, that's the third boundary for Krishna Chandran Karati. Once again, a bit too. Coming in to bowl the second over is Rashid Khan Sikhani. Well, that's beautifully played. Well, that's the third boundary for a batter of the caliber of Krishna Karati. Beautifully played. Third boundary for him. Well, he's hit the ground running, hasn't he? Starting the World Airline Cricket Tournament with a bang. An excellent batting.
Lefty.
Batsmanship as it is, isn't it? Just knocking it, and then once you hit a boundary,
More to
just
come.
rotate the strike.
One more
and
single
strike
is coming,
back
boys.
to
Only singles are going on right now.
partner.
They're not even trying for a 4 or a 6.
He's just giving that time for Yasita to adjust as well. He has that extra bit of time to get the pace of the pitch, get used to the conditions.
Ball.
That is going to be another wide. Rashid Khan slightly going left side there. Rashid Khan, 8 matches, 7 wickets, a rate of 8.07, best figures of 2 wickets, 3 runs.
सिंगल के लिए ट्राई कर रहे हैं अंदर आजा ओनली लुकिंग फॉर सिंगल बॉय
Arabia will certainly look to get some wickets up front here for their team.
थोड़ा बाहर इधर
Emirates and Air Arabia, 2 of UAE's premier carriers. Emirates being obviously the
राइट
national
फील्ड अंदर
carrier.
आजा मुनव्वर
Air Arabia being one of UAE's
one more
affordable
right
single
is right same
over covered, switch over covered.
धक्का मार सकते हैं राशिद भाई पूरा टेस्ट हो चुके हो तुम
These two airlines together.
One to you.
They serve over 280 destinations worldwide. Certainly one of the best choices for passengers as well.
Right. One left.
By Rashid. 20 on the board here for Emirates. Last ball coming up on the over. Going at a very good run rate here. Almost 11 runs and over here, Emirates.
Yeah. मार दे. Back up.
So Krishna Karati will keep strike.
Over. Side. 16.
Good and it's
50 side.
जल्दी
Ball
बॉल
ले.
दे राशिद भाई
Give to another ball. Rashid, continue. Shafi. Keith.
मनोवर आप बाहर जाओगे मुतब्बर आप अंदर रहोगे
Continue, Rashid.
हेलो लड़कों बोल के चलेंगे डर के नहीं खेलेंगे बड़ी टीम है तो क्या हुआ अभी तक शॉट नहीं आया कोई बड़ा आने वाला है बंदा हंस रहा है अपनी तरफ है शॉट आ रहा है भाई शॉट आ रहा है बड़ी टीम का शॉट आ रहा है लड़कों रशीद भाई बाहर निकलेंगे थोड़ा
Continue on to his second over. Starts off with another wide.
मुस्कुराहट कुछ कह रही है
Arabia, they will be quite wary of the fact that they need some early wickets here. They'll afford to give in those extras. Nicely played. A beautiful punch off the back foot. And a brilliant piece of effort by the fielder at mid-off. Certainly saving a couple of runs there for his team.
boys bada shot
He's looking good,
Force
isn't
will
he?
not do
He's now
anything
on 16 of 10 balls with 3 boundaries already under him. Going very nicely here are the Emirates. Seriously got some power pack players in their lineup. Certainly one of the hot favorites, so to say the least.
incoming boys
A lot of credit have got to go for Emirates for organizing up this beautiful, magnificent tournament indeed.
no fishing here
Yeah,
no
line
fishing
keeper
here
tournament
no fishing out of
2026.
the stumps.
Well, starting after
No
28
fishing,
years.
please.
It's been more than it's almost 3 decades to say the least. Last taking place in 1998. What a massive moment this certainly is. Well, that's nicely played. Well, was there some bat there by Asita? That ball's running away towards the boundary. Has the fielder managed to hold it in? No, he has not. In fact, that's been given 4-leg buys. It's not off the bat.
Bowling.
Yasita Abekon just trying to... This certainly is... Well, that's nicely played. Well, was there some bat there by Yasita? That ball's running away towards the table because
Not force,
the
please.
moment the ball passes the 30-yard circle, the ball's gonna fly away to the boundary for 4. So runs are coming thick and fast here for Emirates. 27 now on the board. Nicely played. Once again, not trying to hit the ball too hard by Yasita.
Lovely अपना
Well, he's
बंदा आ
usually
गया
a
समझ
player
रहा है
who
सारी
likes to
बातों
go
को
after the bowling,
ये ओपनरों के
but there are times
चलो जान
he likes to
खेलेगा
take his
पहला
time,
मैच है
especially
लड़कों
when
अभी
you've got
देखो
your
तुम मस्ती करने वाला
partner who's going at a rollicking rate at a strike rate of 160, Krishna Karati. Well, a batter like Yasita, that would give him that much more time to settle down, then play his innings that he's very well known to be.
Please sit down.
Nicely bowled again, just keeping it around that 4th stump line.
It's a dud match, boys. It's a dud match. No fireworks. No fireworks. I guess they need me as a batsman. We need
box here.
So one more ball remaining in the over. So this over going for 8 runs so far.
No
Nicely
fishing
bowled,
here, no fishing
they're
here.
just keeping it around that 4th stump length.
No fishing, boys.
3 overs done. Emirates 29 for no loss.
लेट दिखा क्या वो लेट दिखा कंट्रोल करेंगे नहीं कंटिन्यू बॉलर राशिद कंटिन्यू राशिद right arm over fast medium or 6 more to play. Come on fielder, take your position.
Well,
Fielder, come
projected
on.
score of 193 so far. We're still early on in the innings. Still can go either way. Yeah, Arabia on the other end, they will certainly look forward to picking up some wickets early on here. That can suddenly change. Well, you heard at the toss that Captain Usman Mushtaq
Let's start.
did
Come on.
suggest that he's looking at something above 160. But at the looks of how things have panned out, he's well, there's certainly poised to get much more than that.
Wait and see.
Well, that's a beautiful stroke again. It's into the gap. The ball is running away towards the boundary. Will it be cut it off? It just will be pulled back inside. So excellent batting here. Well, Krishna Karati, well, he's batting beautifully. He's looking extremely good out there. 32 for no loss. Our Emirates.
Round it, stick.
Yasita now on strike. Rashid. 3 runs been taken there of the previous shot there by Krishna Karati.
Oh!
Down the leg side. Just some pad on its way to the wicket keeper. Very unlike himself, Yasita Bekun. He's usually somebody who likes to go after the bowling. 3 runs of 9 balls. Very circumspect start here by Yasita Bekun. But nevertheless, Emirates going at a run rate of almost 10 runs and over. He can afford to take his time as well. Well, Air Arabia feeling a bit of pressure here now. There we go. Advancing down the pitch. Some appeal there by Rashid. Umpire Zigam, well, he's absolutely unfazed. Well, that's going to be a wide. Down the leg side. So Air Arabia at this stage certainly look forward to getting some early wickets here. But so far, it's been a very good start for Emirates. Going through nicely. Well, it's in the edge, a shot of the fielder recovers. That could have easily been lobbied down the throat of the through nicely. Well, it's in the edge, a shot of the fielder. Well, you can feel that Yasita certainly is itching to go after the bowling. 3 of 10 for him. Strike rate of 30. Very unlike Yasita Bekun. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Well, that's run away to the boundary like a tracer bullet. What a shot that was from here. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. Well, region for a boundary. Well, that would certainly get his movements going, so to say the least. Sometimes as a batter, when you feel like you're being tied down, all you need is that one boundary of the middle of the bat, and then suddenly the momentum will come back into your innings. So Yasita going through nicely now. Well, there we go. That's what we've just said. He struggled in the first 9 balls of his innings. The 10th ball he hit it. Yasita going through nicely now. Well, there we go. That's what we've just said. Emirates now are off to a flying start. It's a brilliant over here for Emirates once again. 4 overs done. It's 43 for no loss. So 43 for no loss. Emirates making very good stride here inside the power play overs. Already going at about almost 11 runs and over here. 43 for no loss. Beautiful start here for Emirates. Yasita struggling initially. Now, well, he's got going as well. Krishna Karati on strike. Easy played with soft hands. There's a change in the bowling now. So it's Mustabar Shah coming into the attack to bowl the 5th over. Mustabar Shah, best figures of 2 for 24. Can he get the breakthrough here? Emirates starting off very well with the 2 opening batters going great guns. Krishna now on 21 of 13. Yasita, he was 3 of 10. The last 2 balls being hit for a boundary and a 6. Well, he's now caught up with the number of balls he's faced. Quick single. Beautifully played once again. This is some quality batting here, Emirates.
Right now.
Well, yeah, Arabia on the other end will feel a bit of pressure. So far things not have gone their way. But the T20 format is such that sometimes they say 1 brings 2, 2 brings 3. So Arabia have just got to keep working on picking up those wickets. Inadvertently, the run rate will drop as well.
No.
Once again. Good line and length there by Mutabar. Not trying to find good line and length. Started off really well, just given away 2 runs on the first 3 balls. Look at that. To the below of your screen, the projected score showing 200. All thanks to the start that Emirates have provided. Slight sloggy there. Not what you need. Well, that's gone to the boundary for 4 in the process as well. Well, very slow. Krishna Karati will not be complaining. He's moved on to 25 now of 15 balls. 8 more deliveries remaining in the power play. Nicely played. The single brings the 50 up for Emirates. What an outstanding batting performance this has been. 50 for no loss in 4.5 overs. Well, these 2 have batted beautifully.
You are the one, you can do it.
Well, got things going nicely here now.
Shabash.
For the Emirates. Very good partnership here between Krishna Karati and Yasita for the first wicket for Emirates. Now, certainly launching, certainly setting a very good launch pad. Last ball of the over. Well, this is in the air. Chance for the fielder. 2 fielders converging. And the catch has been taken. Well, it is the bowler himself. Mutabar was not ready to give bonus onto anybody else. Well, he's made the call loud and clear. The over. Yeah, chance for the fielder to himself. Caught and ball. So Yasita has to depart. Well, after a very good start, Emirates 50 for 1.
No, both left, right, both right. ओवर हो गया ये पावर प्ले का लास्ट है केट विवर भाई पावर प्ले का लास्ट नहीं 5 ही ओवर हुए इधर का लास्ट है अंपायर पावर प्ले ठीक है तो ये लास्ट है अभी तो भाई पीछे जाएं भाई को पावर प्ले का लास्ट है फाइन लेग नहीं पावर प्ले लास्ट ओवर स्टार्ट नाउ इधर आओ जस्ट 2 आउट 7 इन द रिंग 2 आउट रखेंगे
So Emirates just losing a wicket at the run of play. And upon the departure of Yasita Abekun, well, in walks another champion, CP Rizwan. Well, anybody here in the UAE will certainly know that name extremely well. The former captain of the UAE national team, CP Rizwan, walking in at number 3. It's an absolute class, I'll tell you, Rizwan, when he gets going. Well, they are certainly, Arabia have their word cut out. They certainly look to getting an early wicket here, especially of CP Rizwan. For the moment, it's going to be Krishna Karate who will be on strike. He's batting beautifully, 26 of 16 balls. He's got a very good start here. Some spin being introduced into the attack for Air Arabia. It's Keith who comes into bowl. 58 wickets, 76 wickets in 58 games. Best figures of 4 wickets for 8 runs. So very well experienced here, Keith. Beautiful start here, just keeping it around the good length. Always tough. Cope with some spin straight away inside the power play overs. Can Keith get one to go up with the arm there? It's just outside the off stump, slightly wide there. Another dot ball. So very good start here by the left arm spinner. 3 dot balls to begin with. 5.30 Well, this is turning out to be a brilliant over here by Keith so far. 4 dot balls. Exactly what the doctor ordered. And mind you, this is the last over of the power play. So Krishna Karate, well, I just feel like something's cooking here. I think he might go for a big shot. Oh, that's slightly close, I'll tell you, because Krishna Karate, I think he might go for a big shot. Oh, that's going down the leg side. Too much of doubts, to say the least. Last ball of the over. Can Keith finish it off well here? Can he provide a maiden over, which is extremely rare in this format? Well, nicely played on the back foot. A dot ball to end it. So a magnificent over here by Keith. The first maiden of the WACT 2026. And it's come off Keith. 6 overs done, power play overs done and dusted. Emirates 50 for 1. Well, so it's going to be Mutabar who will continue. 1 wicket for 7 runs. Provided the breakthrough there for Arabia in the previous over. Well, can he get another one here? So it's going to be CP Rizwan now on strike. CP Rizwan, 203 games, 4,511 runs with an average of 29 in fact, and a strike rate of 125. Oh, beautifully played. Look at that. That is CP Rizwan for you. What a magnificent way to get off the mark. A beautiful looking square. 511 runs with an average of 29 in fact, and a strike rate of 125. Oh, beautifully played. Look at that. That is CP Rizwan. CP Rizwan. Well, he's hit the ground running. Give him a world of confidence going into the innings. Well, no matter as a batter how many runs you've scored or what level of cricket you've played, always the very first ball you will always have those jitters in your stomach, so to say the least. CP Rizwan, having played a lot of cricket worldwide, played for a lot of leagues as well, played county recently in England, was extremely successful. So two of the most experienced batters out there in the middle for Emirates. Well, nice looking shot there, beautifully played into the gap. Will be a couple of runs. So Krishna Karati, well, he's got the start that his team was looking for. Now he's got to go on and make it count. Make it a big one. Don't leave room for your other teammates to come and get inside and leave the risk of getting set in again. So once you're set, you've got to make the maximum use of it. Nicely played once again. Another single down the ground. So made it extremely easy so far. 8 runs have come off the first 4 balls. 2 more deliveries remaining. Well, once again, beautiful conditions for cricket here at the 7 Stadium. Sun baking down, so wonderful pitch to bat on. Look at that. Very good looking to watch. CP Rizwan, one of the most stylish right-handed batters in world cricket, to say the least, is CP. Scored a lot of runs for the UAE national team as well. Just very recently announcing his retirement from international cricket is CP Rizwan. Last ball of the over. Well, doing it with singles here. But in fact now they come back for a couple. Well, Emirates, well, taking every opportunity that come their way. Not the best of efforts on the field there for Arabia. A very good over for Emirates once again. 61 for 1 at the end of the 7th over. So Keith will continue. Provided a very good start here. A maiden. The first maiden the World Airline Cricket Tournament 2026. Nicely played. So the two batters just taking their time. Still plenty of time remaining in the innings. Well, this is what CP Rizwan can do. He's somebody who's extremely busy. He will push those ones into twos, put the bad balls away. He's a crucial cog in the wheel. Is CP Rizwan for Emirates. Once again, excellent batting. Rotating the strike around. Well, they say sometimes when in an over, all you have to do is just keep rotating the strike. And if you can find one boundary and over, that would certainly make it a nine-run over. So that is what most batters certainly look to do. You cannot afford to put in dot balls. You just got to make sure that you keep rotating the strike. Turn the ones into twos, and the runs will keep coming. Fully in control, these two batters. Not right, just giving Keith the due respect that he deserves. Number 19 on his jersey, Keith. Really like what we see so far from this left arm spinner. Slightly wide, but I think CP Rizwan would be quite disappointed he didn't put that away. There's plenty of gaps on the offside as well. No boundary riders on the offside. The moment you manage to clear that fielder inside the circle, you will get a boundary for the taking. There is one on the sweeper cover, in fact, towards deep extra covers. Well, another very good over from Keith. Just 5 runs come off. It's 8 done. 6 for 1. That's a good looking shot. Nicely driven. A good piece of effort. That is Keith at the boundary rope. It is brilliantly well. A couple of runs added to the tally. So it's the captain who's brought himself back on. In fact, he's just come into the attack. The captain, Vibur. 168 for 1.
Oh!
Well, that's a wide.
Good ball, good ball.
Once again, just rotating the strike. These two batters making it look extremely easy. Emirates, well, they're just certainly setting up a good launch pad for them as we go into the second half of the innings. 70 for 1 after 8.2 overs. Krishna Karate batting beautifully, 33 of 27. CP Rizwan now on 12 of 9. Well, that's a thick outside edge. Well, did that carry to the fielder at point. CP Rizwan now on 12 of 9. It was just within the reach of the fielder. Mightily close there. Well, you cannot afford to drop in opportunities that come your way, especially of the likes and the caliber of these two batters, CP Rizwan and Krishna Karate. Well, two of the most prolific run getters for Emirates. Well, you have to make sure that you take your chances, so to say the least. A good little partnership brewing up here. Current run rate slightly dropping over the last couple of overs after the fall of the wicket. Well, that's again nicely cut straight to the fielder this time, just a single. So going through nicely here, Emirates. It's been a decent over here by Vibur. But can he provide a breakthrough? Nicely flicked off the pads. Down towards long on for a single. And Krishna Karate will keep strike. Going through nicely here. 35 of 30 for Krishna Karate. 9 done, it's 73 for 1. Alright, so there's a change in the bowling. It's going to be Israr who's coming into the attack. We're just approaching the halfway stage. .74 for 1. CP Rizwan and Krishna Karate both batting extremely well. A 24-run partnership between these two so far. So just knocking it around at this stage, the two batters. Push back, push for a couple. Good running here. Current run rate just above 8 runs and over Emirates. Certainly looking towards that 165, 170 run mark. But with 9 wickets in hand, you certainly can expect to hit that 185, 190 run mark. Emirates are a very, very good team. They've certainly got a lot of power hitters in their lineup. You've got the likes of Ansar Hashiz, Sendil Prabhu yet to come into bat. So 4 runs have come off the first 3 balls. Isra just keeping it nice and tight. Israr Ahmed. Best figures of 1 for 16. 3 wickets in 13 matches is Israr. Well, they need wickets at this stage. Wickets is the call of the hour here for Air Arabia. 2 more deliveries remaining. Well, as we approach the halfway stage of the first innings of the World Airline Cricket Tournament 2026, brought to you live and exclusive from this beautiful 7 Stadium here in Dubai. Well, certainly plenty of cricket remaining in the next 8 days as we go on. 8 teams taking part from all around the globe. And, well, taking place after 28 years is this World Airline Cricket Tournament. Last took place in 1998. So Emirates have done a magnificent job of putting up this wonderful tournament. Last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's close, but in fact I think that was striking outside the off stump. Oh, there was a bit of a confusion as well between CP and Krishna. A lot of yes and no. But nevertheless, a very good delivery there by Israr. But an excellent decision there by the umpire. That was... Oh, that's close, but in fact I think that was all of the over coming up. Well, in a very good position. It's 80 for 1 at the end of the 10th over. Well, so the players have had a break, had some drinks. They are hydrated and rejuvenated as we go towards the second half of the innings. Now 80 for 1 are Emirates. 9 wickets in hand. You'd certainly expect them to get much more than that projected score on the screen. So Vibur, the captain, will continue. Once again, nicely played. Late into the gap. They'll pick up a couple of runs. $82 for 1. Krishna batting well, 39 of 33 balls. Rizwan CP 16 of 14. So the two batters, well, they're well settled in now. Air Arabia hoping for a wicket at this stage. Well, once again, this is beautifully punched off the front foot. they'll get another couple of runs. This is some high quality batting here by these two. Well, who says that you have to smash every ball out of the park when you can just keep rotating the ball around and still keep picking up runs? 4 runs have come off the first 2 balls here. Nicely bowled there. Just slightly pushing it outside the off stump. Trying to guide it through that gap there on that occasion, Krishna. Not able to do so. 41 of 35 for him now. So another single to the sweeper cover. Well, the captain has bowled quite well. He's just kept things nice and tight. He's not given the batters to run away with the game so far. Well, that's played on the up. I mean, it was a full toss, but once again, just knocking it around are the Emirates. Well, this has been once again hit down the ground, uppish, and a single there on that occasion to end the over. 11 done, it's 87 for 1. All right, so 9 overs more remaining in the innings. And Israr coming in to bowl his second over, going for 5 runs in his previous one. He's just keeping things nice and tight. So creating some pressure here are the bowlers of the Air Arabia. Oh, that's close. That's mightily close to that outside edge. Krishna Karati just certainly feeling for the ball. Got to be extremely careful. Israr once again providing those slow loopy deliveries, just very difficult to get away with. Once again not timing that, getting the toe end of the bat, and then now that's sloppy to say the least. It could have been a 3, but they've just decided to not risk it. So just a couple of runs added to the tally again. Well, that's nicely played. Straight to the fielder. Well, there is a big gap between deep mid-wicket and square leg. So if they can get some power behind it and into the gap, they can certainly get value for shots, because this outfield is extremely quick here at the 7 Stadium. Lovely facility to play some good quality cricket. Well, it comes down the pitch. Once again, excellent bowling here. Israr Ahmed hardly not giving any pace for the batters to play with. Air Arabia, well, yes, the wickets have eluded them, but they've managed to keep a lid on the scoring. Last ball of the over. But they push for a couple here. But in fact, CP Rizwan says absolutely not. He's not ready to risk it. So 12 overs done. Another very good over by Israr. Just 5 runs come off it. 92 for 1 at the end of the 12th over. Alright, so 92 for 1. 8 overs remaining in the innings. So beautifully setting up here for a grand launch of the Emirates. We're still taxiing on the runway of the Emirates. Well, they'd like to take off. And when they take off, they will certainly fly at 40,000 feet in the air. Well, once again, good piece of effort, good piece of fielding in the deep. Well, that's Keith once again. He's been brilliant here for Arabia so far. Whatever little we witnessed of him, he's been brilliant with the ball, Keith. And he's a certain live wire on the field as well. Krishna Karate approaching a personal milestone. He's batting beautifully, 49 now of 44 balls. CP Rizwan on the other end, where he's quietly going about his business without you realizing, going at a strike rate of about 100. 19 of 17 for him. Oh, nicely played. A thick outside edge. Quick single being taken. So Vibor, the captain, he's bowled really well. 2.4 overs done for 18. Bowled quite economical. And there we go. That single brings the 50 up for Krishna Karate. Well, it's a very, very good innings. Well, started off positively with a flurry of boundaries. And then after the fall of the wicket, when they lost Yasita Bekun, he's managed to just steady the ship, just knocking it around. It's been a very, very good knock for Fly Emirates. Well, a nicely played shot there by Rizwan. Scooping it down towards the fine leg region. So single to end the over. 13 done, 98 for 1.
What's happening, guys? What you doing? Every over. Not a practice, it's a game. Please be careful now.
Well, certainly does seem like tough conditions out there for batters. Not easy to just hit through the line. Is this pitch currently on offer? Well, that's nice. He swept. Once again, not able to find the gap on that occasion. Just a single again. 99 for 1. Well, Emirates. Well, I believe they will be happy around that 160 run mark. That was what the captain said as well initially early on. Certainly very much on track. And with that single, it also brings the 100 up for Emirates. It's been a very, very good start here. And a 50-run partnership between these two. Krishna Karate and CP Rizwan have put on a very good stand. Well, that's a big hit. Has he got the middle of the bat? He's got the middle of the bat. That's the first 6 of the innings here for Emirates. And it's CP Rizwan have put on a very good stand. Well, that's a big hit. Has he got the middle of the bat? He's got the middle. CP Rizwan. Well, he's got going, hasn't he? Well, he's got a good measure of the pitch now. That was a brilliant connection. 106 now on the board. Well, he goes hard. Over covers. There is a fielder in there that we cut it off. So just a single. It does look like now they've made a conscious decision to take a measured, aggressive approach here at the Emirates. But so far, Krishna Karate just likes to just knock it around. Just going through the motions nicely here. You've already got 10 runs of this over. You don't have to do anything fancy. Last ball of the over remaining. A dot ball to end it. So good over here for Emirates. 108 for 1 at the end of the 14th over.
Getting done. Just 6 over left, guys. Come on. Hello? What's going on? It's not a practice. Not a net, guys. Please, go, go. Those का short position of umpire. Not a net practice. हर ओवर में आपके umpire आएंगे. Please, 20 guys. What's going on? मुतबर भाई ठीक है मुतबर भाई ठीक है इधर आएंगे सब इधर और जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी
Well, that's nicely played there into the gap. The batters will have their comeback for a third.
ठीक है भैया खेलने दीजिए ये शॉट मुश्किल नहीं इसके लिए फील्ड नहीं चाहिए आइए आइए
Yes, 3 runs there for Krishna Karate. Just nicely guiding it. Beautiful uppercut there towards third man. So Vibur, the captain, he will bowl out. It's his last over.
कैच कम ऑन
Hits right back at the bowler. Past the umpire. Well, Vibur tried to go at it with one hand. There was a chance. It was uppish. It could have easily been
बॉल डालिए डालिए
caught and bowl, and had he managed to hang on to that, that would have been a magnificent catch to say the least. Oh, once again, brilliant piece of effort. Some great fielding here by the Air Arabia. Certainly throwing themselves around.
सर पानी पे चाहिए सर प्लीज
They've already saved around 7 to 8 runs with their brilliant piece of ground fielding here at the Air Arabia. They've been outstanding so far. Well, they'll need wickets now. The wickets column evading them. Well, comes down the track. And where's this gone? In fact, there's a fielder in the deep that will cut it off. And once again, excellent piece of fielding. Just keeping it down to a single. See, certainly the body language of the Air Arabia, well, they're certainly pumped indeed. They're not ready to throw in the towel. Current run rate still quite manageable. Well, nicely played again. Beautifully flicked off the pads. Excellent shot there by Krishna Karate. Well, the towel. Current run rate still quite manageable. Well, nicely played again. Beautifully flicked off the pads. excellent shot there by Krishna. And it's a boundary for the taking. Krishna Karate moves into the 60s now. 60 of 50 balls. So last ball of the over coming up. 10 runs have come off this over so far. Don't have to do anything out of the ordinary. Well, that's a shocker of a delivery, so to say the least. Down the leg side. He'll have to rebowl that again. Vibor. Well, nicely played. So just a knock towards covers. As Krishna Karate will keep strike. He moves on to 61. 15 done, 120 for 1 with 5 overs to go in the innings. Alright, so we're now into the last 5 overs of the innings. 30 balls remaining, 120 on the board. They're going at 8 runs and over. Well, they'll look to launch now. And that's a very good shot. And once again, excellent piece of fielding on the boundary ropes. Well, he saved a couple of runs for his team. Well, they push for a quick run towards deep mid-wicket. So right now, they have a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket, a long on, a long off, and a deep extra cover in place. The 5 fielders on the boundary ropes. Well, the previous ball that was swept down towards the boundary. Rashid does extremely well. This one is launched and it's gone all the way. That's a brilliant shot there once again. It's well, the previous ball that was swept down towards the boundary. Rashid does extremely well. This one is launched and it's gone. And a batter of the class and caliber of CP Rizwan. Well, he's not going to miss out on that. That was a free gift been given on a silver platter. CP Rizwan is batting beautifully. He's on 37 now of 26 balls. Emirates, well, they've got the launch pad that they were looking for. Well, this is again high up in the air. Fielder coming under and the catch is... Hang on to that. A brilliant catch there at long off. Well, that's Shamshir at long on who takes a brilliant take. And this is a big, big wicket. Finally, they've got the launch pad that they were looking for. Well, this is again high up in the air. Fielder coming. He's ordered for some quality bowling. The former captain of the UAE, CP Rizwan, a prolific run getter, now has to walk back to the dugout. Emirates 129 for 2.
Left arm now. Ball.
So 129 for 2 in walks Umar Jat at number 4. Well, he's got to go after the bowling straight away. It's not going to be easy for the new batters walking into straight away go after the bowling. The pitch is slightly slower. It's on the slower side to say the least. So Umar Jat getting off the mark straight away there. Last ball of the over. Nicely driven through the covers. And a single to end it. So a successful over here for Air Arabia. It's been a very, very good spell by Keith. He's been brilliant. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 16 reads his figures. 16 done, 131 for 2. So Muthabar will continue. Coming into the attack to bowl the 17th over of the innings. 4 overs remaining. 131 on the board with 8 wickets in hand. Emirates will certainly look towards getting to go at around 10 to 12 runs and over. And if they can do that, they will get towards that 175 run mark, which will be a very competitive score on the surface. Air Arabia will look to keep picking up wickets here. Krishna Karate, well, he'll hold the key here for Emirates. He's been a man who's been out there from ball 1. And he's batting beautifully. He's on 65. Nicely played there into the gap. Once again, good piece of effort there in the deep by the fielder. That's Israr there at sweeper cover. Does an extremely well job. A very good job. Another couple of runs added to the tally. So Umar Jat, the new batter who's just walked in, 187 games, 2,153 runs with an average of 23 and a strike rate of 190. Some decent figures for a T20 player. Well, this is in the air. Falls just short of the fielder. They'll come back for a couple. Excellent running by the two batters here, putting a lot of pressure on the outfielders. 135 on the board now. Current run rate, it was certainly hovering below 7 runs, below 7.5 runs and over for most part of the innings. Well, they've now managed to now upend that to around 8.3. Well, that's once again just flat batted it towards mid-wicket for a single. It's been a very, very good over so far, and it's been a decent spell by Muthabar as well. He's gone for 23 runs off his 2.3 overs, but he's also picked up a wicket as well. But he'll need another one. They want to see the back of the set batter of Krishna Karate in the dugout. Well, this has been skied. No timing behind that as well. Israr once again slightly slow to get off the box there. Israr at sweeper cover. He had to try and come to the ball on that occasion. But nevertheless, Krishna Karate now into the 70s. 70 of 57 balls. He's got 5 boundaries to his name. But he'll need to go on. He'll need to go hard at it now. Well, this again in the air. Once again falls short of the fielder. Krishna Karate, not the hardest hitters of the cricket ball. He's not like one of those players, like someone like the likes of Wajahat Rasool, who's still sitting in the dugout. He's one of the hardest hitters of the cricket ball. Wajahat Rasool. We've also got the likes of the captain, Usman Mushtaq, who can hit a long ball. Last ball of the over. Well, this again hit high up in the air. Fielder trying to come under, and he's taken absolute blinder. What a magnificent catch that was. Well, Arabia. Long ball. Last ball of the over. Well, this again hit high up in the air. Come under, and he's taken up the WACT 2026. We've already seen some moments and glimpses of brilliance. 138 for 3. Well, 138 for 3. And in walks Boom Boom Wajahat Rasool at number 5. I'll tell you, when this man gets going, there is no ground that is too small for him. He's one of the cleanest hitters of the cricket ball, Wajahat Rasool. But it's going to be Krishna Karate who's now on strike. Good delivery. Well, it's Keith who's coming to bowl the last over. But what a champ this man is. He certainly will be playing a vital role in this quest of the WACT Championship 2026 for Arabia. Keith, well, he certainly does look like a very, very good prospect. And he's bowled him! He's bowled him! Can you believe it? Keith, you beauty, took a blinder of a catch in that previous over. And now he's come back and bowled an absolute corker of a bowled him! He's bowled him! Wajahat Rasool. He is one of the hardest hitters in the Emirates lineup. Unfortunately, walks back to the dugout without troubling the scorers. Emirates losing wickets in heaps. It's 139 for 4. Well, new batter is Krishna Kumar Ramakrishnan, and chance of a run out. Well, had that been a direct hit, that could have certainly been curtains there. Well, new batter is Krishna Kumar and chance of a way that he could have survived that. That could have been a massive breakthrough. Well, another single been taken there. Well, this is turning out to be another magnificent spell here by Keith. 2 wickets for 9 runs. He's got 2 more deliveries left in his spell. Last over of his spell. Can he get another breakthrough? Smartly played there. Just a comeback for a couple. Krishna Karate is lightning quick across the surface. Well, he's not the youngest going around, I'll tell you, Krishna Karate. But he certainly will put a 20-year-old to shame. Brilliant running by the 2 batters. 143 for 4. Air Arabia have done extremely well to pull things back here. Picking up wickets in regular intervals. Well, giving Keith the respect he deserves. What a magnificent spell here. 2 wickets for 21 runs with a maiden. And also a brilliant catch in that over as well. Previously 18 done, 143 for 4 with 2 overs to play. Alright, we're down to the last 2 overs. So Mutabbar will bowl his last over. He's been again outstanding with the ball, picking up 2 wickets for 25 runs. So Krishna Kumar Ramakrishnan, Krishna Kumar Chandran, after having walked out to bat, has just been rotating the strike. But they need to go after the bowling at this stage. 144 on the board, 11 more deliveries remaining. Krishna Karati on 74. Krishna Kumar, just the new batter has just walked into bat, the left-hander. Well, he'll need to try and go after the bowling as well. Still 6 wickets in hand, so you can certainly afford to throw your bat around. That's a good shot, but straight to the fielder. There is a fielder in the deep. There will just be a single. It's a good piece of effort there by Sachin at sweeper cover, keeping it down for a single. 145 for 4. Trying to sweep that, but wide been called by the umpire. Umpire Ajinkya. Very experienced officials out there, umpire Ajinkya and umpire Zegam standing at square leg. Well, that's been lobbied down towards the square leg region. They come back for a couple. Good running here by the two batters. 148 for 4. Well, Emirates, they need a late charge here. 9 deliveries remaining. Can they try and get another 20 to 25 runs to give their bowlers something to bowl at? But yeah, Arabia, they've been absolutely brilliant with the ball. They've kept things nice and tight, and the ground fielding has been fantastic. Oh, look at that for a stroke. Brilliant, brilliant, outstanding piece of improvisation there by Krishna Karate. Well, just look at that. Who says that in T20 cricket you kept things nice and tight, and the ground fielding has been fantastic. Oh, look at that for a stroke. Brilliant, brilliant, outstanding piece of it's a certain boundary. He's into the 80s now. 8 deliveries remaining. Krishna Karate, can he get to that 3-figure mark will be the golden question to be answered. Good delivery there. Hitting the block hole, Muthabbar. Just a single. So Krishna Kumar has literally got a free hit. He can certainly go after the ball, as it is the last ball of the innings, last ball of the penultimate over. So Krishna Karate can face the last over. Here we go, last ball. Well, once again, not timing it. There's a chance of a run out, but well, they just stick to one. Good call there. So Muthabbar finishes his spell. 2 overs, 2 wickets for 36 runs in 4 overs. Well, he's gone at a rate of 9 runs and over, but nevertheless picking up 2 crucial wickets. 19 done, 154 for 4.
Guys, come on. Catch them now. Last over after. Fielder. Change, guys. Come on. Fielder, take your position. Hurry up. Catch them now. Guys, come on. Take your position, guys.
So 154 for 4, and we're into the last over. Very well bowled there. It's Shafi who's come into the attack. He's gone for 14 runs of his 2 overs. Now entrusted to bowl the last over of the innings. Started off quite well. Not express pace, but sometimes on the surface, the slower you ball, the tougher it is to get the ball travelling. So 5 more balls remaining. Krishna Karate on 81. Well, he's played a magnificent knock. Can he get a couple of boundaries in this over to finish things off? Try and push towards that 170 run mark. Well, that's been hit nicely into the gap. The fielder in the deep does extremely well. That's Israr Ahmed at deep mid-wicket. Does a brilliant job. Just keeps it down to a single. Well, he's been extremely busy, hasn't he, Israr Ahmed on the boundary ropes. 156 for 4. Picking up a couple of runs there. Just a single, in fact. So 4 more deliveries. Krishna Kumar, well, he can certainly clear the ropes. Well, he's got to give a full extension of the arms here. Well, once again, not timing it. They'll just get a single. 3 more balls remaining in the innings. 157 on the board. Krishna Karate on 82. Well, if he hits, well, he needs 3 sixers. Krishna Karate to get to that 3-figure mark. Can he do it? That is going to be the question in everybody's lips. On 82, here we go. Well, he's not found a 6, but in fact he's just got a single. So Krishna Karate will not get to that 100-run mark. But nevertheless, it's been a brilliant innings. But there's been a very good over here by Shafi. He's just given away 4 singles. So Arabia certainly fighting extremely hard with the ball. And they've done extremely well towards the latter part of the innings. Well, this one has got the middle of the bat. Where's that gone? Has he managed to find the boundary? It has managed to find the boundary. Not the best of efforts in the deep. Well, that's Munawar towards the latter part of the inning. Well, this one has got the middle of the bat. Where's that gone? Has he managed to find the boundary? Last ball of the innings coming up. Well hit hard. Well, they push for a couple. That fumble enabled them to come back for 2. And Emirates, well, they finished their innings off at 164 for 4 in their 20 overs. Well, thanks to that brilliant, magnificent innings by Krishna Karate, remaining unbeaten, carrying his bat throughout the innings. 83 not out. And he's been absolutely outstanding. 83 of 65 balls. 66 balls with 6 boundaries for Krishna Karate. Krishna Kumar, 13 of 9 for him. And the other notable contributors obviously being CP Rizwan, 37 of 27, enabling Emirates to post 164 for 4 in their 20 overs. Air Arabia, they need 165 runs to win in 20 overs. Well, can they get it? Only time will tell. Nicole, look at that. Just given away 1 run. He's already picked up a wicket as well. Last ball of the over coming up. He's just got to make sure that he finishes it off well here. Played with a straight bat. A dot ball to end the over. What a brilliant start to the innings here for Emirates. Shoaib Khan with a brilliant start. 1 for 1. So it's going to be Wajahat Rasool. Going to be open in the proceedings from the other end. Some spin beginning here. Starts off with a wide out delivery outside of stump. And that has been smashed through the extra cover region. Glorious shot there by Israr Ahmed. First boundary here for Air Arabia. Some spin beginning here. Starts off with a wide out delivery outside of stump. And that for any good batter, that would certainly be bread and butter.
Okay.
5 for 1 now, Air Arabia. They
Never
like
mind,
to carry
never
on
mind, never mind.
and have a good partnership. And these two provide this for Air Arabia.
Yes, that's the line. That's the
Beautifully
line.
bowled. Better delivery there by Wajahat Rasool. Just keeping it tight. Wajahat Rasool, 395 matches, 401 wickets with best figures of 4 for 11. Some serious numbers there for this big man.
No, baby, boy.
Well, slightly sloppy there.
Better नहीं है. Very well done, boy. Never mind, boy.
Slightly sloppy there by Fly Emirates. Letting that go through. Not the kind of start that you want. You have to make sure that you keep your ground fielding tight. This is in the air. As he managed to clear the field, it's a couple of bouncers and the ball just manages to trickle away to the boundary for 4. So this is turning out to be a good start here for Arif. Keep your ground fielding tight. This is in the air. As he managed to clear the field, it's a couple of bouncers and the ball just managed. A second boundary for him now. Arabia 11 for 1. They cannot afford to lose more wickets at this stage here, Arabia. Just got to keep things tight.
Well done, boy. Never mind, boy.
Nicely played with soft hands. A quick single been taken.
How was that?
Excellent running by the two batters. They just managed to get back in time. With good piece of effort there. There was Amin Miflal there, quickly off the blocks at point.
No.
Better delivery. So dot ball to end the over, but nevertheless 11 runs come off that over. It's 12 for 1. It's a 12 for 1. And that's a beautiful looking cover drive. Glorious shot there by Israr, but not much timing behind it. They'll just get a run though. Well, initially we did think that was going to carry all the way down to the boundary for 4. Very good looking shot there. Arabia 13 for 1. So Mohammad Khashif Khan, Mohammad Shoaib Khan, I beg your pardon. He play a vital role with the ball. There's some great intent here shown by the batters. Amit Singh and Isra just taking the quick runs, not letting the batters to settle down. For 1 now. Well, that's in the air. In fact, it's a bounce bump ball. Got us all excited here in the com box. Good piece of fielding there by Shoaib Khan of his own bowling as well. Oh, thick outside edge. There's a fielder at deep third man that we cut it off. That's Umar Jet there at deep third man. So another 150 more required for victory. 104 more balls remaining. Amit Singh yet to get going. Just one run for him. Once again, very good tight line and length bowling here by Shoaib Khan. Good delivery once again. I believe this will be a leg by. Yes, it is. Last ball of the over. Oh, that's got a thick outside edge. Well, that's going to go down to the boundary for 4. Here, Arabia will not wind as how the runs come by as long. The over. Oh, that's got a thick outside edge. Well, that's going to go down to the boundary. No, bro, still better we take that. 20 for 1 after 3 overs. It's been a good start here by Emirates. It's been a good tight start. Oh, that's beaten the outside edge again. So it's Krishna Karate. After that magnificent 80, 3 not out with the bat. He's been entrusted to do a job with the ball as well. He's one of the best all-rounders going around, having represented the UAE national team as well, Krishna Karate. Oh, that stayed low. That is something that the batters have certainly got to be wary of. The two pace of this wicket can be quite tricky for any batter. Krishna Karate, 169 matches, 157 wickets, best figures of 6 for 10. Some excellent, very impressive numbers there. Required run rate, touching 9 runs and over. Arabia cannot afford to keep defending. Oh, that's close, but was there an inside edge? Good decision there by the umpire as well. Well, that is a good shot. The fielder in the deep will cut it off. There's Krishna Kumar there in the deep. 21 for 1. Well, Arabia. It's not been an easy going here, but Israr Ahmed batting beautifully, 18 of 10 balls. Amit Singh on the other end, where he's been struggled to get going. Or beats that outside edge, a bit of movement away from the right-hander there. That's the end of the over. Very good over here by Krishna Karate. Just 1 run of that. 4 done. It's 21 for 1. Well, so far, the bowlers of the Emirates has been a little too hot to handle here. They've kept things nice and quiet, nice and tight. It's been an excellent start to the innings here by the men in blue. Shaib Khan has been very economical, bowling his 3rd over now on the trot. Short ball outside off stump. Well, the shot was on, but not making contact there, Amit Singh. But he's struggled a big time. 2 runs of 14 balls. You can see the partner, Israr Ahmed, having a chat with his colleague. Sometimes the pressure can get to you. Amit Singh just not able to get going here. Well, this in the air. Chance for the fielder, but it falls in no man's land. Well, survives the Amit Singh. That's the pressure speaking for you. That ball could have gone anywhere. Just managed to fall in no man's land. Current run rate just Below 5 runs and over, not good enough. Required rate climbing with every ball. Now touching close to 9.5.
Wide.
That's a wide ball. He'll have to re-bowl that again. These extras that Emirates have got to try and prevent as much as possible. Still say 165 is just about a pass score. You want to make sure that you get the job done. Well, this is a big shot. He's gone after the ball. But once again, not timing that, getting the sliced edge of the bat there on that occasion. Amit Singh. I beg your pardon, that was Israr Ahmed. So 24 for 1 now. Amit Singh. What can he do? Strike rate of 30. Not going to be good enough on this run chase. Got to go at a run rate of close to 9.5 now. Well, this one, fielder takes it. A brilliant catch there at extra covers. That is the captain Usman Mushtaq with a diving catch to his right, to his left. In close to 9.5 now. That's outstanding, a piece of effort there by the captain. So Air Arabia lose their second. Emirates strike once again. It's 24 for 2 as Amit Singh, after a struggle stay, walks back to the dugout.
Batter in, come on. Yeah, covering first leg. Pace bowling. Oh, this time, one to you, one more. Is that Divan? Divan?
New batter is Shivam Kumar. 260 matches, 5,615 runs with an average of 30 and a strike rate of 150. Walks in at number 4. Washes that through. A brilliant over from Shoaib Khan comes to an end. What a magnificent spell this is turning out to be. He's bowled 3 overs, picked up 2 wickets and given away just 11 runs. It's 24 for 2. 34 for 2. Into the last over of the power play. Emirates right now bossing the game at this stage. Bowled brilliantly in the first 5 overs. And all thanks to that Shoaib Khan spell 3 overs. He's hardly given any runs away. He's also picked up 2 wickets as well. Both the wickets to fall. So Krishna Karachi continues. Another 140 runs required of 89 balls. Nicely played. Once again, the boundaries just seem to be not coming here for Air Arabia. They desperately need boundaries coming their way. Oh, beautiful piece of work there by the wicketkeeper. That's Walid behind the stumps. Some quick glove work. The batter, he was safely behind the crease, so no further dramas. Ishar Ahmed, he's got a start now, 20 or 14 balls. He's going to be a crucial cog in the wheel here. That's a glorious shot. Once again, relying on placement and timing. Krishna Karati slightly angling down the leg side. And all you had to do was get enough bat and the ball was going to be a crucial cog in the wheel here. That's a glorious shot. Once again, towards the square leg area. 30 for 2 now. 2 more balls remaining. Single down to long off Arabia. So this over slightly better. 7 runs coming from it so far. 1 more delivery remaining. Certainly would put the icing on the cake if they can get a boundary here. But not to be so, just a dot ball. Another good over. 6 overs done, power play overs done and dusted. Air Arabia 31 for 2. Alright, so it's the left-hander. It's the left-handed Amin Miflal who comes into the attack. He's another absolute class act. 230 matches, 292 wickets for Amin Miflal. Very good economy rate as well, 6.66. Best figures of 7 wickets for 7 runs. Some mind-boggling stats there for Amin Miflal. Just pick up a couple of runs down towards the mid-wicket region. Just doing it in singles, yeah, Arabia. The boundaries have just been very tough to come by. Thanks bowling, pace bowling here for the Emirates. They've been brilliant, haven't they? Slightly soft hands there by Shivam. Hands the strike back to Israr Ahmed. Well, Israr Ahmed, 13 matches, 367 runs, average of 40, strike rate of 155, certainly very good numbers. Another very good over here so far by Amin Miflal. He's kept it nice and tight. 4 runs coming off this over so far. 2 more deliveries remaining. Once again, the line and length has been absolutely impeccable. Oh, beautifully played, beautifully bowled in fact. Just dangling the carrot in front of the batter's face, asking him to come get it. 7 overs done, it's 36 for 2. Well, it's the champ. It's coming to the attack. CP Rizwan, one of the best in the business, prolific batter, but mind you, he can also bowl as well. Goes some serious leg spin, I'll tell you, and he's got that wrong one, that googly that goes against the arm. Can certainly be a very tough campaigner to cope up with.
Oh, lovely start, man. Lovely start, man. Lovely start.
Not easy to go after the bowling of CP Rizwan. So quality act CP, former UAE captain. CP Rizwan, 203 matches, 152 wickets. Economy rate of 6.40 and best figures of 5 wickets for 9 runs. Mind-boggling again. Bat and ball batted beautifully today for 37. Fortunately getting caught in the deep.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, look at that. Look at that delivery. Well, Shivam had absolutely no answer whatsoever. CP Rizwan with an absolute corker of a ball. Well, look at that. The wrong one. Playing for the leg spin. Ball turning into the right hand and castling the leg stump. Yeah, Arabia lose their third, losing their way, 37 for 3. batter is Sachin Veer Singh at number 5. Air Arabia, they desperately need a partnership. But it is this man, CP Rizwan, with his absolute... His deliveries are certainly mysterious, so to say the least. Very difficult to read him off the fingers. Look at that. Watchfully played there by Sachin Veer Sharma, who's walked in at number 5.
Excellent bowling, excellent bowling, man.
3,400 runs, average of 26 and a strike rate of 130. You need someone to put your hand up, but not easy against the likes of a bowler like CP Rizwan. Playing to survive here are the batters of Air Arabia. Sometimes you have to throw caution to the wind. You have to play positive. Right now struggling to get going here, the men in red. Good piece of fielding there. That's Usman Mushtaq. No, I beg your pardon. That is Umar Dat. Keeping it down to another dot ball. So just look at this for an over. CP Rizwan giving absolutely nothing away. He's an absolute champ, this man. Oh, very nearly. Very nearly creeping through the defenses. Another magnificent over here. CP Rizwan. Unplayable to say the least. Just a run and a wicket. 8 done, 37 for 3. So Amin Miflal will continue. He's another very young talent. Amin Miflal also prevails from Sri Lanka. Played for the St. Peter's College. He was a part of the playing 11 during the big matches, which is to be a very historical tournament that is played every year over the last 150 years in Sri Lanka. Amin Miflal was the man of the series in that event in 2017. He was recognized to be a very budding young talent before he decided to move to the UAE. Certainly being a very vital member of the Emirates cricket team. Required run rate now touching 11 runs and over. This is getting steeper and steeper for Air Arabia. Oh, very nearly chopping onto the stumps there. Well, that's a very risky ploy, going against the line of the ball, playing across the line, very nearly getting an inside edge onto the stumps. Very lucky. Oh, very nearly chopping onto the stumps there. Well, that's a very risky ploy, going against. And there we go, that inside edge also giving a boundary. So something for the Air Arabia batters to cheer about. Well, Air Arabia struggling big time. So the World Airlines Cricket Tournament 2026 certainly up and running. And he's bowled him! What a delivery that was from Amin Miflal. A quicker one this time, beaten him on the fly. Certainly up and he's bowled him! That's another wicket going down. So wickets falling in regular intervals here. It is Sachin Veer Singh who departs for 5. 44 for 4. Alright, so it's going to be CP Rizwan who will continue. 44 for 4. Israr Ahmed still out there in the middle, the lone survivor for the Air Arabia top order so far. He's batting quite well, but he needs to get going as well. Well, that's a good hit. That's a very, very good shot. Magnificent strike there by Israr Ahmed. Was slightly overpitched there by Rizwan. He's batting quite well, but he needs to get going as well. Well, that's a good hit. That's a very, very good shot. Easy pickings for a batter of Israr Ahmed's caliber. Moves on to 36 now. Current run rate, required run rate touching close to 11 runs and over. This is getting steeper and steeper as we speak. Once again, given too much room. So 2 loose balls here by CP Rizwan being put away. Brilliant shot there by Israr Ahmed. Well, he is looking extremely good out there. Steeper and steeper as we speak. Once again, given too much room. So 2 loose. Beautifully punched off the back foot. 50 comes up for Air Arabia. 52 for 4 in 9.2 overs. Israr batting beautifully. Another 113 required of 64 balls. CP Rizwan will be under a bit of pressure now. Well, expect the wrong one. Expect the ball coming into the right-hander. Well, 2 full there. Well, this over from Israr, from CP Rizwan, I beg your pardon, has not been at his best. Giving some looseners out. So the new batter is Keith, who walks in at number 6. Well, Air Arabia will certainly expect him to put his hands up. Bowled beautifully early on today, picked up 2 wickets for a very economical spell, and he fielded brilliantly. Well, certainly has the stats to pull it off. 58 matches, 892 runs, average of 40.55 and a strike rate of 150. Well, but he's up against a quality, experienced cricketer. CP Rizwan. Going to be interesting to see how he manages to see it through. Well, that's nicely swept. And the fielder in the deep completely loses sight of it. Well, that is Umar Jat there. Just not able to see the ball, completely losing sight. Manages to see it through. Well, that's nicely swept. And the fielder in the deep completely loses sight of it. Started moving initially to the left side of the, towards his left hand side, and then realized the ball was coming to his right. Well, Usman Mushtaq, the captain, is not amused about it. So Keith gets off the mark with a boundary. CP Rizwan not happy as well. Well, has he bowled him? He's bowled him. This is a big wicket. Can you believe it? It is Keith who has to walk back to the dugout. Well, you say you can't keep a champion out for too long, isn't it? CP. Well, as the ball was in the slot, spinning into the left-hander and castling him. Yeah, Arabia lose another one. Half the side back in the dugout. CP Rizwan pick up his second, is 57 for 5. So Amin Miflal coming into bowl. A new batter is Vibor, the captain, at number 7. 107 more required for victory. Make that 106 with that single. No, in fact, I beg your pardon, it's still 107 of 59 balls. Well, the spinners of the Fly Emirates are certainly spinning a web around them. Arabia seem to be having absolutely no answer whatsoever. Vibor, the new batter. Well, that's a big shot. Where's this gone? It's gone high up in the air. And has he got all of it? He has got all of it. That's a brilliant strike there by the captain. Vibor has absolutely launched onto that. Well, that's a big shot. Where's this gone? It's gone high up in the air. And has he got all of it? He has hit that was. Amin Miflal just giving it, flighting it. And the class and caliber of Vibor, you cannot Kiran does, and that was slightly wide out away from the fielder at slips. They could have easily gone down the throat of him. So Vibor, 381 matches, 9,031 runs, an average of 34 and a strike rate of 173. So very good numbers there for the captain. So just a single towards sweeper cover. One more delivery remaining. Israr Ahmed moves on to 43 now of 28 balls. Last ball of the over coming up. Dot ball to end it. It's a good comeback here by Amin Miflal. Nevertheless, a better over here for Arabia. Yeah, Arabia 66 for 5 at the end of the 11th over. All right, so it's going to be CP Rizwan who will continue. 2 for 14. Well, once again flighting it. It's been hit up high in the air. Falls short of the fielder in the deep. So just a single on that occasion.
Good bowling, good bowling, good bowling.
67 for 5. CP Rizwan. Can he get another wicket here? He's a terrific bowler, I'll tell you. He's a magnificent man to have in your playing 11. He's a prolific run getter. One of the most beautifully technically correct batters to watch out for. And he can be certainly a dangerous bowler to face with. That was a wide ball. CP Rizwan, he's slightly been blowing hot and cold here, with some deliveries being rather ordinary to say the least. Flighted once again. Once again playing, pulling it outside the off stump, sweeping it in front of square. They'll just get a couple of runs. Usman Mushtaq, the captain, have set some very high standards for his players. Thereby, if there is any misfields out there, well, the fielders are certainly going to get a earful. You don't want to come and meet him in the dressing room after the game. Well, this is against Skied. There's a chance for the fielder again. Can he get under? And the catch has been taken. So CP Rizwan strikes once again. It's the third one down. Yeah, Arabia fall deeper into an abyss. Well, this is against Skied. There's a chance for the fielder again. And the catch has been taken. Runs with the bat, now wickets with the ball. Third one for him. Well, he's in red hot form. Yeah, Arabia 70 for 6.
flighted delivery from CP Rizwan and pitch down leg looking like. Munawar is the new batsman in. Plenty more runs to get for Air Arabia. Run rate of 11.4.
Lovely bowling as well, lovely bowling.
Last ball of the 11th over. CP Rizwan coming in over the wicket. Pitch down leg. A wide signal by the umpire. Plenty of runs for Air Arabia to accumulate. Run rate creeping in just about 12. Another flighted delivery and left by the batsman. 12 overs completed. Air Arabia 71 for 6. Amin coming in to bowl his last over of the spell. So far he's bowled pretty well. 21 runs for 1 wicket in his 3 overs. Looking to deliver well for Emirates. Up in the air. And the fielder takes it. Another wicket down for Air Arabia. They're 71 for 7 now. Safe hands of Yasita. Yet another claiming another Air Arabia wicket. A huge run rate to cover up now for Air Arabia. Over 12 runs per over. The new batsman in is Rashid. Plenty of runs to get for them. He's coming to face the second delivery of Amin's over. A well darted in delivery. Slip comes in place. Looks like it's CP Rizwan. Confident for another wicket there. Slow through the air. Just a block. Won't seem these dot balls creeping up is not going to be the way for Air Arabia if they want to clinch a victory in this game. So far, a tall ask is required. Another darting and delivery passes through slip. It's going down. And it's another cheeky boundary there. Another darting in delivery passes through slip. It's going down. And it's a quicker delivery. Just pushed for a single. Batsman looking to come back for two. A close call. And run out. What a throw. What a brilliant throw. And Amin does the cleaning up job. Another wicket down for Air Arabia. 75 for 8. A quicker delivery. Just pushed for a single. Batsman looking to come back for two. A close call. The new batsman in is Mutabar. 12.5 overs have been bowled. Air Arabia have only managed to get 76 for 8. Run rate creeping up over 12.5 at the moment. With few wickets left in hand, it seems like a huge task for the batsman to complete. Seems that mid-office come up. Slip in place. I mean, darts in straight into the middle stump. Another wicket down. Brilliant bowling here by Amin. Air Arabia 76 for 9 now. 13 overs completed. Seems that mid-office come up. Slip in. CP Rizwan back in the attack to complete his spell. Slow through the air. His wrong gun and his leg spin very difficult to pick. Another flighted delivery. Up in the air. Just a single. Singles are not going to work here for Air Arabia. They need some boundaries to at least push up the ante to get to respectable total here. Another streaky edge. Just a single. Impact down leg, a huge heave, a dot ball. Down. A brilliant spell here by Rizwan CP, finishing off with 22 runs and claiming 3 wickets. Emirates captain Usman Mustaq coming in to roll his hand. Will he be able to claim the last wicket? Pushed down mid-off for a single. Quick through the air, Usman tried to roll his arm quite quick here. Another, oh, a beautiful ball there. Nudged down for a single. With a run rate creeping over 14.5, bunting is just not going to do the work for Arabia. They need some big shots here. An unusual, just an inside edge, pushed away for a single again. Usman trying to fox the batsman with his streaky off-spin bowling. Up in the air, and that's curtains for Arabia. Emirates claims a victory of 82 runs in the first opening game of the World Airline Cup.
Well, goodness gracious. Wickets have kept tumbling in regular intervals. Air Arabia have been bowled out. What a magnificent effort this has turned out to be. They've been tremendous with the ball. And Air Arabia have only managed to score 83 in their allotted overs. And being bowled out. What a brilliant performance once again. Well, apart from Israr Ahmed, who scored a very good 44, none of the other batters contributing, and it certainly does look like a telephone number. Well, with the bowling, it's been absolutely brilliant, hasn't it, once again? Rizwan CP, the pick of the bowlers. 3 wickets for 22 of his 4 overs. And so did Amin Mifla. 3 wickets for 26. Khan providing those wickets up early. The chief destroyers for Emirates with the ball. So Emirates winning by a massive margin. Still plenty of cricket remaining, so to speak. So Emirates winning the toss, electing to bat first, posting a very good score of 164 for 4 in the 20 overs. In response, getting Arabia all out for 83. Well, congratulations. And obviously the player of the match. Well, we will be having the presentation very shortly coming your way. Stay tuned. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are for the post-match presentation of game number 1 of the World Airline Cricket Tournament 2026. And well, it's already got underway with, once again, we've had a brilliant day of cricket. Emirates Airlines taking on Emirates Airlines taking on Arabia, and once again Emirates Airlines have been absolutely brilliant, batting first, scoring 164 for 4 in their 20 overs, and in response Air Arabia getting bundled out for 83. Air Arabia and in fact Fly Emirates winning by 81 runs. It's been a comprehensive and a convincing victory. So congratulations to Team Emirates and commiserations to Air Arabia. Well, now we'd like to call upon the captains of both teams. First, we'd like to call upon the captain of Air Arabia, Mr. Vibor, on stage, please. Vibor, just a quick chat. Firstly, I know the game did not go in your plan. Kept losing wickets in regular intervals, but what are your thoughts about the game and where do you think that you went wrong?
Yeah, there was a totally lot of difference between both the teams. Like they were very good during the batting. They were around the wickets, running between the wickets, and they catching, their bowling, everything they have ticked up. Our team, yes, our wicket falls under the short intervals. That was somewhere we have to look after. But yes, I have confidence on them, and we'll come back stronger.
Well, I know there's still plenty of games remaining. What are your plans going ahead?
Yeah, we will be very simple. Like we have a plans in our head, and definitely for the other games we will be very simple and we'll go with the same plans.
Anyways, all the very best and go well for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Well, that's the captain of Air Arabia. Now we'd like to call upon the captain of Emirates, Mr. Usman Mushtaq, on stage, please. Usman, congratulations first and foremost on a brilliant victory. Started off the tournament on a positive note, played well, all the boxes ticked. You're sending a serious statement to the rest of the teams in the tournament.
Yes. Yeah, first of all, thanks to Allah. And first is for a very good batting for Krishna and Yasita, a good start and aggressive innings. And second is for CP and Krishna is a good build the innings. And for is I think 15 to 20 run shots, but is a good score. Is that this wicket is a very turning point wicket for us, especially spinners. And I hope so for next few games. And I will give you tough time as every team.
Well, firstly, we must also thank Emirates as well for providing this wonderful tournament for all the players to come and enjoy themselves. Your thoughts on that as well?
Yeah, definitely. Management is a big thanks for all Emirates players for a good event, and I'm very excited for this tournament. I'm last few months is very waiting for this tournament, and I hope so. And inshallah, next Sunday and will be lift the trophy. Inshallah.
Well, definitely one of the hot favorites, Usman. I wish you all the very best and go well for the rest of the tournament. Captain of Emirates, Mr. Usman Mushtaq, with a magnificent victory on the first game. Well, now let's go to the Man of the Match award. Well, there is nothing much to speak about because there's only one champ always, isn't it? And that's none other than CP Rizwan from Emirates. A brilliant all-round performance with the bat and with the ball. And we'd also like to call upon Mr. Shoaib on stage as well to hand over the Man of the Match award. A special memento with the tail of an aircraft. A beautiful looking memento. And also a special gift from IAG Group of Hotels with 35,000 points that can also be used around the world. So congratulations, CP, a very special gift. Firstly, to begin with, you batted beautifully, scored 37 and also picked up 3 wickets with those brilliant deliveries. How does it feel?
I mean, first of all, it feels really special playing a beautiful tournament, representing Emirates. It's one of the first opportunity for me representing Emirates in a global platform like this. First of all, you have to really thank the management to putting this across and giving a lot of players an opportunity to represent the brand of Emirates, and then again compete against a lot of top players around the airline circuit. So really looking forward to the upcoming matches, and inshallah we have got a very good side, ably led by our captain, and inshallah we'll try to take one by one, inshallah.
Well, also, Rizwan, I understand that, you've also played a lot of cricket worldwide. You've played for the national team. You play for a lot of leagues around the world as well. Now, you also have the chance to rub shoulders against these youngsters. Part your knowledge to them. A few words of encouragement from you to the youngsters as well.
Yeah, we have got a lot of young guns in our team. So when we are playing with them, we also get the energy. So hopefully we'll also impart those energy with the boys. And yeah, we got a lovely bunch of boys ready to make this impact in the tournament, and really looking forward to this.
Fantastic, Rizwan. I wish you all the very best and go well for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much.
Well, there you go. That is the man of the match for game number 1, Mr. CP Rizwan, with a brilliant all-round performance. Well, that's about it we have here from the post-match presentation.